Hello, welcome to Combining Cards, and we'll be combining some cards with the High Priestess. For those of you that watched last week, we went through the High Priestess and we went through thoughts, feelings, meanings, and descriptions of that card. Today, it's all about how to use that card. And I use a method where I combine cards, and that's pairing. I fuse a minor card with a major card, and today it's going to be all about how to do that with the High Priestess. The tarot, you know that there are 78 cards in the deck, and there are 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana. So what happens when you fuse a major card with a minor card? Let's take a look. So our High Priestess, what's going on with our High Priestess? Very simply, this is a card of secrets in the future to be revealed. So what it means when we get this card, quite simply, is that we don't really have the answers right now. The answers are within us, but we've probably not tapped into it enough. So that's that card on its own. It means a whole lot of things, of course, but the biggest clue here is it's to go within yourself and find out what's going on and how you're actually going to be able to put that all together. When it comes to having this card, it is you. How do you do that? This is what we're going to do, Lee. You shuffle your deck, but instead of shuffling the whole of the deck, you're going to divide it up and you're going to put your 22 major arcana cards into one pile and you're going to put your 56 minor cards into another pile. And then you shuffle the major cards, the 22, and you shuffle the minor cards, the 56. And it's all on my courses. If anybody wants to learn this technique, it's my signature method. So how you do it is, we're looking at the High Priestess only today, and we're using another card with it all the time. So the Two of Swords. Fuse the two together. High Priestess, secrets, mysteries, things that we don't know, using your intuition to find out. Two of Swords pops next to it. You fuse the two cards together. And what do you have? You're very indecisive about using your intuition. You are not clear on the facts. You know that your head is in two different places. You can't see clearly and you're not ready. And that is what that pair is telling you right now. So to combine the minor card and feed it into the major card is what's going on in your life, and the minor card is how you're dealing with it and what aspects going on, and it depends on the position. So let's keep it really simple and say, for the purpose of this training tonight, that we are going to look at somebody's asking about themselves, and that's the querent, and the querent is the person that's having the reading. So the querent says, I want to know X, Y, and Z, and let's say that they're saying, look, my question is, I'm a bit lost, I'm not sure, things feel very up in the air and it's all about my work. Let's keep it nice and simple. Here, they're very indecisive if that was the question that they were asking about themselves and about work. They don't know what to do. They haven't quite got it, they're not ready. And this is the mental process. Why do we know it's the mental process? Because it is the swords. That's how you fuse your cards together. Let's look at this one. Okay, High Priestess again, minor card there, Three of Swords. The High Priestess is a card of secrets that are within you, that will be revealed to you when you are ready. And the Three of Swords is the opposite. This is a card of the past. This is something that's happened in the past. It's something to do with heartbreak, and it's mentally affecting them again. It may even be affecting the way they think, and it may be affecting their communication. If we look at that, we can see that we've got these two cards together. How do you read that? First of all, it's, when you go inside yourself, your thoughts will change and you will deal with the fact that matters are dealt with in the past. And you're not ready at the moment. You need to actually just give yourself time. So although it's a past matter, maybe these thoughts are rolling in your head and you're not ready to actually look at what's happening next. Now, we said this was about work. So if this was a work card, it's something that's happened in the past at work, has affected you, and you're asking about what's next for you, and what's next is fantastic. But as we look at what's going forwards, we've got this whole situation which is saying that the answers are not in the past. It's about you being able to deal with the past and to be able to move forwards. Let's look at another combination. High Priestess now and Four of Swords. Let's fuse these together. This is about the fact that somebody needs to recoup, and while they are recouping, they will connect into their own intuition and they will look at their own guidance. So the answers will come by taking time to recoup, to heal, to get over the situation, and to do nothing. Sometimes that goes in line with the High Priestess. It's a card of no action. It's a card of going within yourself. That's perfect combination together there. Let's have a look at another one. If anybody wants to ask anything, please feel free. So now we've got the High Priestess and we've got the Six of Swords. So it's telling us here that this person is getting ready to move on in their mind, in their communication, not so much in their actions. Why is it not that we can say you're definitely going to do this? Because they're not. They're just getting their head straight in order to see where they are going. And they know that they need some help from outside, and that could be maybe an agency here because we're talking about work. They'll need maybe a third party to come in and help them make and bridge that gap. So they're thinking about this, and their thinking is in a really positive, progressive place. But again, this is not action. Why is it not action? No wands, no pentacles. So you know that somebody's going to do it if it's a wand. You know if somebody's going to actually have it manifest if it's a pentacle. What you will see between the journey of 1 to 10 is at what stage they're at in their journey within the suit. So within the swords, it's all about what stage they're at in their communication and in their mind and in their thinking. Victor, having issues reading the Five of Wands with the High Priestess. Court cards, they're another thing, aren't they? Let's keep your question up there, Victor, but for now I'm going to do the cups because they're going to come up first in this PDF that I've got on screen for you all. How would it be if we were, again, looking at this person, and this person says, what's going on with my career, what's going to happen, what, am I on the right path, and all the rest of it. I'm in a bit of a muddle. And the High Priestess and the Two of Cups comes up. To fuse those cards together, it's showing that they are very much in a place where their heart, as in, is in what they're doing, and they are in this place of almost feeling that they are connected with what they're doing, and that they are almost relying on a special person. They're connecting here with someone. So someone's influencing them in a nice way, Two of Cups, and they're connecting with that person emotionally. That person is probably influencing things in a good way, helping them, saying the right thing, listening to them. And listening is really part of what the High Priestess needs, because you can see she's got that scroll on her lap, and that's the Torah. T-O-R-A, the H is hidden underneath her cloak, and that is, I am protecting what you need to know until you are ready and until you figure it out for yourself, and I am part of you. So the High Priestess is part of the person having the reading, depending on where it comes up, unless it comes up in the influences of others, but that would be revealed in how to do a spread, which is on my courses. And courses are really simple. They're video classes, some of them, lots and lots of individual ones, like the High Priestess, about 6, 7, 8 minutes long. You can watch it at your leisure and you've got it for life. So you can tune in, and it's an online course where you can actually do anything you want to. The cups, the wands, the major cards, or you can move on into the intermittent course where I show you part of the spread and how to actually do a reading with pairs, which is what we're doing right now, and the advanced, of course, which is how to actually put out 44 cards for your spread, so you've got everything on the table of anything that anybody could possibly ask you, apart from the fact, of course, you will have your own boundaries about ethics and what you're all going to answer legally and what's ethical as well. So that's all really important. This would be the answers are going to come from a close friend or someone you really like, or somebody that influences you in a beautiful emotional way, somebody that you really, and that person is going to be helping you, and then that will help you to help yourself, because it's the High Priestess and it's all about you and going within. So again, the High Priestess is also a very psychic card, and Three of Cups here is, it's telling this person that they will find the answers through their joy, happiness and celebration. So really, instead of going into solitude, to do the opposite, to actually turn around and enjoy things with your friends. When you let your hair down, you're in a great place, aren't you? And that's when the answers will come. So again, High Priestess coming in here in a beautiful way. Different, all in many ways. When you're looking for the answers, it's not always about, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that. Look at that second card. In this case, the answers that you need and that you want so desperately will come from you when you have joy and when you have fun. So what have we got now? This is the High Priestess with the Four of Cups. This is telling us that we need to decompress, we need to take ourselves away, and the answers will come. A few different ones there. I'm going to move it along a little bit here. High Priestess here, to be in a place of bliss with your family, by being with your family and connecting with them and forgetting about what it is that's on your mind. And in this case, we said about the career. By being around your family, you will find that you connect with yourself, and the answers for your question about your career will come through joy, play, fun, bliss, happiness, and being at home with the people that you love and care about. So let's go a little bit further. Let me go back one. Look at that one. High Priestess, Ace of Wands. It's saying that soon, as in you are going to be made a job offer. The Ace of Wands is always an opportunity of action, and the question here was about work and projects of work, and so Ace of Wands would be a definite yes. There will be a new job offer for you. So that is something that's really good. Always remember, Ace of Wands is a great card and always means a job offer coming. Whether you take it or not is irrelevant. We're not here to actually tell you what to do, just to tell you what the background effects are going on in your life with your current circumstances. I will go back to Victor's question. Had issues with Five of Wands and the Priestess, so we will deal with that one in a minute. Here, this is telling the person the Two of Wands. See that gap? See, he's standing between two poles. That means there is a gap in something that's going on. Remember, we're talking about that person, and we're also bringing it back to the fact that the person's asking about their career. So what it's saying is, you haven't got the right things lined up with you. It's there, but you haven't reached it yet. You're going towards it, but it's not there yet. Keep going. You'll be able to touch it. You'll be able to actualize it, but it's not in your grasp right now. And in this case, Two of Wands, two's better than one. So really what this is talking about is you may need to reach to something outside of yourself in order to get help, to get what you want. Another great way of looking at this is, people ask me all the time, how do you lose weight? Having lost 5.5 stone, I get asked that question quite a lot. How? I needed more help than I could actually just do on my own. And so I had to do my research and find what it is that was out there that could help me do that. So that was a perfect example of reaching for something you haven't quite got the tools to do on your own. So in this case, it might be an agency or somebody that you're actually saying, could you put in a word for me? Could you network? Could you tell me where I can network? These kind of things. That's that one. All right, we're getting there again. This would actually talk about the fact that their actions are being consolidated. The Four of Wands is a card of having your foundations firmly in, and a card of consolidation. So it's saying here that the secrets and the things that you want to know about your future position with work are in consolidation. There's a very firm foundation. Now it's a case of moving forwards. You've got everything lined up. It's going to happen. You've got all the doors opening, as it were. Now, let's see what happens now those doors have opened. So can you see how this is coming together and changing? Oh, you need to meditate. Oh, you need to actually look at yourself and find out what the answers are. When you put another card there, you're getting something entirely different. And by special request from the lovely Victor. Yes, what is this one about? You're struggling with Five of Wands. Five of Wands is always a battle. What kind of battle? Does anybody know? Is it mental? Is it emotional? Is it something that we are manifesting? Is it something that's actually physical in this? Yes, this one is action. High Priestess is about our inner self, our intuition. And let's say that, again, the question was about work. So let's say, just for the sake of this, that the person that's asking about the questions of work are asking, please, do you think I'll ever make a tarot reader? Do you think I'll ever be able to get my spiritual business going? At the moment, at this stage in the journey, the Five of Wands is saying you are coming across a lot of obstacles and the answers will come. But at the moment, and here we are, you are battling. This is a nightmare and you're dealing with this on a daily basis. This is going wrong, that's going wrong, this person's not giving you what you need to know. Everything that you're doing, why? Because cards of action, wands. Everything that you are doing is causing you a whole load of difficulties, a whole load of battles, and they're very real. They're not in your head. Victor, Five of Wands is a card of mock battles. Look at the picture of those people. They are not happy bunnies. No, they are in conflict. Yeah? And it's real. There they are. They're not crossing swords, they're crossing wands, buttons. Still not nice, but it's there to tell us that the battle is a physical one. As a person that's asking about work, and we've said let's make it that they want to do their spiritual work, they're really at odds. Oh, I need to be more intuitive, I need to do this, I need to do that. Probably not. I'll tell you why. Because there's nothing intuitive about the Five of Wands. This is probably their life is too busy. They're pulled in too many different directions. They are probably trying to pay the bills, trying to worry about what's happening next, trying to be all things to everybody, trying to actually make sure that they are well, trying to actually make sure that they are balanced and doing their very best. There is never a right time, but there is definitely a wrong time. And so the Five of Wands is, it's not saying give up, walk away. It's saying keep battling, keep going. Let your intuition just get on with what it needs to do. Let it pop up. This will pass. And it's just not the right time today. Tomorrow's another day. Remember, this is definitely, if I can help you, I will. Because not only did I give readings, and still do, but I've taught this for years. Why? Because we had psychic platforms that I founded, was part creator, and we moved forwards. And the people that came on the platforms were lost. And there's so much that was going on. And because it had me saying they're handpicked by me, I had to support them. And the support was finding that they were struggling. Gosh, I've got card blindness. So goodness me, it's a massive responsibility to read for somebody. I don't know if I handled it right. I don't know if I gave enough empathy. I don't know if I answered their questions. I don't know what I should have said. They upset me. Clients have a lot of questions. It can be hard work. They can be beautiful creatures. They can be your best friend. But they are also in a place of asking for your guidance and You've got to know your cards if you're saying you're a tarot card reader. If you're an intuitive reader, that's fine. But I'm going to say, folks, having done workshops, classes over 40 years, not just teaching them, it's important that you are supported, because when we learn the tarot or oracle cards or intuition, clairvoyance, clairsentience, psychic development, Reiki, and I could go on and on. And yes, I've done all of those, but my speciality is tarot, and it all combines. I love it all, but tarot is my go-to and has been for years. So when these readers came on, by using just Reiki on a phone call, that's not helping somebody. By giving them meditation, that's not helping them. They're paying for a reading, and they either want to know that you are able to connect for the time that they've paid, and you've got to be able to give that. And that's what I'm here to help people. If you want to go as high a level as to make it your full-time profession, and you can only do that by starting and learning how to do it, and being in a place then to decide what kind of reader you want to be, whether you want to be an oracle card reader, an angel card reader, psychic medium, intuitive, tarot reader, whatever it is that you want to learn and what you want to do, that's what it's all about. One, Victor's saying, but I'm in 5 of Wands moment and in a conflict with yourself. Yes, you will be, because the inner conflict is about your daily routine that's going on there with your actions. The inner conflict in this case is correct because of the High Priestess, but the outside influences are very real in what you are doing or in what you are failing to do, Victor. Yeah? So, of course, the inner conflict is there because of the High Priestess. So the fusion is, it's affecting your intuition, it's probably affecting your emotions, because the High Priestess is connected with the moon, and the moon makes us very sensitive. And then it's a mock battle in your daily life, in your actions. You're getting in your own way, as it were. And not because of what you're doing, it's the background effects involved. And look at that, Victor. 5 of Wands is not just you. That's others. So that could be the bills, that could be your home, that could be your neighbours, your friends, everything and anything. And we'd only know that by giving you a full reading where we'll be able to look at your physical self, intellectual, emotional, your spiritual self, the obstacles, the background effects involved, your finances, you yourself, as a person, your beliefs, your communication or the communication of others, your home, your play, your hobbies, your work, your daily routine, your relationships, your restrictions, your endings linked to new beginnings. This is all that's on my spread. Your status, your destiny, your aspirations, your hopes, your wishes, your karma. It's all in the spread. Yes, there's an awful lot that goes on there. The High Priestess with the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles, again, people get confused. They think, oh, it's money. It can be, but it's not just money. What Pentacles usually means is the practicalities of what we've manifested. And by that, what did you do about getting a job? I went into myself. Great. Did that get you a job? No. Have you written or applied for anything? No. That's the High Priestess, as in where the person is trying to find out what's going on when they're saying, oh, it'll be in your intuition. This person has gone beyond that when we've got a High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles. It means that their thoughts, their communications, their wants, their desires, their actions have led to a result. And the result's there. Ace of Pentacles, a gift. But that gift has come from them. They've done the work. Now they've got the opportunity, but they're right at the beginning. How do we know they're right at the beginning? Because it's an ace. So it's a brand new beginning for them. Doesn't mean it's a brand new job. Nothing there to say that. By the way, anything that's a brand new job, you would expect to see something like the Fool and the Ace of Wands, or the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. Why? Fool, brand new, and Ace of Wands, job, Ace of Pentacles, you've made it happen. See? See how it comes together. So High Priestess and Ace of Pentacles, a manifestation of a brand new opportunity. Now we're talking about work for this one. So let's look at this one. This is really interesting. High Priestess, it's saying, look, you're balancing two different jobs here. Two of Pentacles, if they're asking that question, they are balancing two jobs. You can see it, juggling two things at once. And they know that they can only do it for so long. Let's say that this person is, again, asking the question, let's go back and say, am I going to be a tarot reader? Is it going to be all right? And you're probably going to have to do it part-time to get started. You're not going to be able to make that leap in one go. You have got to turn around and not give up your day job and just test the waters gently. So most people do that. They do tarot as a part-time job. Or they may be actually working for themselves or working for a platform. And look at that. How would you know that? Because the Two of Pentacles is about having two part-time jobs. And it may be that it's both tarot. And one is, oh, I do some for myself, but I haven't got enough, so I have to go work for them. So this is someone that's further along in the stage. Why? Pentacles are telling you they've manifested it. And remember, I went with the question about work. There we go. Look at this lovely one. High Priestess and Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card about collaborating and cooperating and coordinating with others. So cooperating, thinking of it, let's say that I'd like to do some tarot readings, but I don't want to shop and I don't want to do it online and I want to meet people. This is where you might go and do some mind, body and spirit fairs. That's where you would be collaborating or cooperating with other people. Or you might be on a platform, as in where they do the advertising about you, and they take their share out of. You do a reading, you only get paid for the readings that you actually do and the minutes that you actually talk. And then you're in a position to know that they have done the advertising, they're putting you forwards, they're going all over social media, through Google, Safari, you name it, Bing, whatever it is, they're doing all of that. And so they are promoting you. And of course they're going to be taking their cut, but they've took all the risk. And of course, if you go to Mind, Body and Spirit exhibitions, you're probably going to be laying out more for your table or your little booth or your pitch than you're going to earn that day. And people go, why do it then? And it's, again, they've put all their time, their effort, the venue's there for you, they've advertised it, they've got the people through the door, they've took the money, they're doing all that for you. And in return, you've probably paid up more than you've earned that day. But people have got to know you. You're networking. You're meeting people that have come to you for a reading or walked by and been curious. What's she doing? Oh, that's interesting. They're a bit scared. Or they will always go, hang on a minute, I need to shop around, I need to browse. Especially big places like Olympia, where we did lots of those kind of shows there. People do. They go around and they go, I've got my credit card and I want to buy this. I want to buy crystals. I want to get this. I want to have a reading, but I've been to them and they're really good, but that person's new. Just turn up. Be there. Talk to them. Say hi. How are you doing? Don't press them for a reading. Just chat. Make contact. Make a connection. Just say, how are you doing? And it'll come. They'll probably walk around and come back to you and then ask, how do I contact you to have a reading later on? And there you go, you've got your client for life. And so it can work like that. So that's a great card and a great example of being able to look at this. By the way, we chose the High Priestess as in our card tonight. I made it about a work question. It probably would be perfect that it was about a tarot reader or someone that is developing as a reader, asking, am I ever going to be able to make it? And do what I love for a living and get paid for it. Getting the High Priestess on its own, it's not easy, is it? To be able to actually have that other card to back you and tell you exactly what's going on is what it's all about. Thank you for watching. My name is Anne-Marie. Tarot with Anne-Marie.